yo marathie na mbere na gutangika
tutige kumania ni kugie na giikaro ya thirikari na marigitari ona korwo gwe kundu thirikari ikunyihia mahuthira ma mbia yone marigitari ni maona mbia nigetha macoke wira nigetha andu aitu matige gukua andu ni marigire guthie thibitari to gutire rigitari
na no kuno njurie muno makiria andu megwitwo marigitari to president ni aragwitira aroiga mabangore yariho ya kuria marigitari mikinyanderu na gutire besha ingi hihi ciothe wa bururi na to maundu mathie mahi macenjetie ri no nyende ona ndagitari nao makome na ngoro ya mundu macoke wira to na Roma ya kuona muthenya umwe no hage na mabako mwega onongo next year kana next year but one muchimu na wagira mogero mishara utoti utada kugero mishara
his grace mauge
on my part as a member of parliament for Okiya constituency I'll call it an economic sabotage and it's a treasonable offense because whoever are perpetrating that fake fertilizer they want to take us back to where our people can go and die of hunger. And this government, Kenya Kwanza, when we came to power, we said one of the things we're going to do is subsidize fertilizer so at least we can be able to increase production, create employment, and kick away starvation in this country. And as a result, you found that the issues about the demonstration on cost of food has disappeared because farmers have been able to produce enough food for everybody, and the cost of hunger has come down drastically. And therefore, I will urge the branches which are supposed to do investigation, they investigate NCPBA, then investigate KEL, then investigate KBS, then investigate even the Ministry of Agriculture to find out who is a culprit, who brought this fake fertilizer, who bought it. Was there any standard of testing this fertilizer, or they just bought it from anywhere? Did they take containers for chemical and other renowned factories and put substandard products and masqueraded it as fertilizer? And therefore, for us to be able to go to the bottom of the issue, we have enough investigative bodies, the CID, the EACC. And I urge the government so at least we do not sabotage. The people who want to sabotage that government program are caught and that issue is brought to an end.
The Thika-based chemicals company has been in existence for very many years.
Yes.
Are you surprised that they are being accused of issuing?
Chemicals is a known company which has been here for very many years. And remember, chemical on one hand can produce good fertilizer. But what happened is that fertilizer is removed and they take the sacks for chemicals and some crooks put other funny products. So that's why we can't be able to sit down here and pick and point to any direction. And that's why we need a very thorough investigation, because to me that is an economic sabotage for this country. And therefore all the branches we're supposed to do investigation are supposed to do thorough investigation, so at least we know where there is that loophole, and that loophole can be sealed once and forever. So at least we safeguard our farmers, because if we don't do it, there will be a serious economic meltdown of this country, especially in agriculture. On my part, I've heard the cries of the residents of Katanga and Kenya in general. And remember, when two bulls fight, it's the grass which suffers. And therefore, this issue requires a lot of tolerance. This issue requires a lot of patience. This issue requires a lot of understanding, because they are asking for money, but the question is that money available? And the president said we may have reached the end of the rope. Kenya, as you noted, and it is there in the media, we spend about 43% on our salaries. That's way beyond what we call the international accounting standard. We are supposed to spend at least maximum of 25%. And therefore, we also need to relook at the wage bill for this country, because we can't be both to be taxing our people just to pay salaries. We need money to make sure to develop roads, infrastructure, build hospitals, and do other developmental issues which have value to our people, not necessarily paying salaries. So we need to be very careful. I know the pressure where it's coming from is because there is what we call the added taxation. But again, everybody is being taxed, and therefore they need to have what we call an incremental salary increment, not getting every cent right now, but have a well considered incremental supplemental program along the way, so at least again both sides can be able to be balanced. But again, at the same time, the problem with this kind of strike is that there's what we call the avalanche of strikes, because if you increase the salary for interns, it means the doctors will not want an increase, nurses will want an increase, teachers would like to require an increase. So therefore, one need to be very, very careful, and therefore that's why I'm urging the government and also the Doctors Association to go slow and relook at things all over. Let the spirit of patriotism take effect, and we know that we have a country to run, and we have a tomorrow to protect for our children. It's a threat to sack the staff is a wrong approach. The conversation should continue, because even if you sack everybody, where will you get other doctors to replace those ones? Because therefore, it's a statement it's a hollow statement, and I think it's a high-handedness which is not necessary. I think conversation needs to continue, and we have a program whereby these people's welfare can be taken care of along the way in the coming years.
Well, it adds more problems to the farmers. Right? We all grew up in this area where coffee factories were giving genuine fertilizers. Now, if a farmer is being given fake fertilizer and then he's being taxed when that fertilizer he has to pay for and cannot help in his production, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. And the people who are concerned with this fertilizer, fake fertilizer, should actually make what you would say a normal call and quit. It's an embarrassment.
Do you think there is politics in that?
I don't want to go to the politics. I just want to say, if there is fake fertilizer and it has been proven, those responsible to take responsibility and pave way for others. You cannot deceive subsistence and small-scale farmers with fake fertilizer. And that is where the problem is. This government was elected overwhelmingly in this area. Some of us were on the other side, and we made it absolutely clear. The point is, people are suffering. The bulk of supporters are suffering, and we need to fix that suffering. It's no longer politics. The issue of doctors and interns is no longer politics. It's an issue of humanity, where service has to be provided to the people. The priest here was very clear that more people are dying now because they can't go to government hospitals because there are no services, and they cannot afford private hospitals. So people are dying at home. He's given you statistics of how many people died yesterday, how many people died the other day. So let us fix. Secondly, on this issue of taxation, let us be careful about it. In as much as the country needs taxes, it needs to ensure compliance, especially to normal ordinary taxpayers, is almost 100%. In my view, those compliances are 30–40%. And because they do not want to reach 100, they are now stretching and broadening to compel a subsistence small-scale farmer to pay taxes. It will not work. These are the bottom of the bottom, and we need to be absolutely clear. And this is where people are uniting in anger.
Joseph was not there when our Lord died. Ndaikira mathomo makirira
mutheria na amuhurukie uhoro nginya riria athimirwo na akioneka ena murimu wa higo
gogitwarana ndokareke tu God no mahote kwamukira muhema itu much wanted from me I want to tell my friends it was given. Experience one time was the possibility of communicating with our friends does not close the possibility of us communicating with our friends. Without the warmth of my heart. And so the young man was saying, Joseph, even me as a priest, they rest in peace. And to them, if dead is not dead. Whether they took good care. Me to work on you till you become a vessel that can contain His grace.